Hey folks, and welcome to another episode of our Rimworld 1.0 playthrough with the Cold Foresters. As usual, I have forgotten that the 1st of September is the official end of our growing season, and we're not going to get a warning that it's too cold for plants. They're just going to start dying. It's like I keep waiting for a cold snap that's never going to come, or it might come, but it's not the issue. We're already down to minus 23 degrees, which is below freezing. So we are on the cusp of losing some of these crops. But obviously where we left it is a little bit more of a pressing issue, which is these, 17 polar bears? Yep. And oh, hey, look at this. We're starting to harvest automatically our wood. So these farms are starting to come into play finally. We'll get one harvest this year. I'm not sure how much this would be. Let's see. Oh, so 1,700 wood. I would imagine that could be enough to get us through an entire year normally. You know, it won't make much of a difference because I'm very excited. We are 10 days away from our planned firing up of these ship engines. And then at that point we'll be 15 days away from leaving, assuming anyone can survive the subsequent onslaught. Now, I'm going to be, before this battle starts, not everyone's going to be in the fight, so I'm going to start queuing up these harvest orders on everything we can. Yeah, so everything that can be harvested will be grabbed. So we actually have quite a bit of things that can be grabbed. If I just did cut plants, it would take everything. But it would even take things that wouldn't give us any materials. So if you pick harvest, it only grabs things that will at least give you some materials. They might not be fully mature, in which case you won't get the highest potential, but you will get something. And we have quite a bit to do. So hopefully Serrano, Emmy, and Kristen can hang back and actually do a little plant cutting for us. Certainly want these. Good, those can all be harvested. And then this is it, and I think that's all of our outdoor plants. So that's quite a bit. We have a potential to lose quite a bit of crop here. And do those three already, let's see, are they just at the end? Yeah, here they are. Actually, none of them does plant cutting. You're a 2, you're a 1, you're a 2. Now, they won't be able to get as much yield if they go do it because their skill is low. But if everyone else is mostly fighting, maybe I'll keep Lyons and Matthew held back a little bit, and maybe Burton. And then again, the harvest might also fall under growing. I kind of forget. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it and focus on the polar bear fights. Now, 17 coming in through this corner. We've got a bunch of new traps up now, so we'll have to rebuild those, which is a little, might be a small setback for us. And then the turrets. I mean, that alone might be plenty, but what I would like to do is try and split them up a bit. So, for example, we have Nelson popping out here. I'm going to draft him and have him run to the door. Because I would like to maybe split up this group so we don't have to take them on all at once. They won't go after any of our animals. They're strictly Manhunter. So as long as no one's outside the compound, I'm not too worried. Yeah, we'll start with that. I would like to get... Let's see, who's another sniper? Maybe Big Red. Where are you, by the way? Okay, you're in bed there with NG. Yeah, I mean, I would like to kind of maybe have someone come out here. Well, you could shoot from behind. Try that. Mike, another sniper. Why don't you pop out here? We'll start with that. We'll see how fast they go. Yeah, see, some are already going for Nelson. So he will... What am I going to do? Yeah, they're already starting to split up. I'm going to run in with Nelson because... Ooh, I just made Mike do that. Mike, you're also sluggish. Yeah, you might be able to make this and do something. They will probably easily bash the wooden door down, but I'll be fine with that. So Nelson, I want you to come back in now. I don't want you to even bother getting too close with your charge rifle. Okay, so you got a little shot off. They'll hammer on these doors, so I might have them go out and repair, or they might move on. We'll see. But we've already split them into 2 groups, and that's good. Because my main concern with these is getting overwhelmed by, a large mob of them. Or if they're split up, they're really not too big of a deal for a well-armed colony. So we'll see where they go. I'm going to have Nelson hang out there. They might attack the door. I don't see them getting through 2 granite doors. But it's possible. Meanwhile, these guys are on the move. I'm going to get it going again. I'm not going to draft anyone yet. I'm going to let them sleep. Certainly want to keep an eye on this door. Did you just take damage? No, I saw something turn red. It must have been the door. Now, this could be a bit risky, but I could have Nelson repair the granite door. So what he's going to do is walk up, and while they're bashing, he's just going to be repairing it. Although he's not outpacing it. I just noticed. So, damn it. That's a little scary. Run back. Okay, yeah. This actually is a little concerning. And this is just a steel door. So run over here. Or, you know, do we have you kind of try and repair this? I think they will give up eventually. This feels like a risk. We'll have to keep a close eye on that. Okay, how are things going up here? They're also getting further split. Mike is almost to the point where he could take a shot. So I want to keep a close eye on that. You know what? They're already split up enough for my liking. I'm not going to worry about taking these pot shots. Just going to have Mike go back in. I guess she'll make a smoke leaf. Yeah, I'm very close to drafting everyone. Maybe I should have done it by now. Big Red's coming up this way. Stop there for now so I don't forget about you and leave you out there. Meanwhile, Nelson, what is your construction skill? 3. So it's not great. So your speed at repairing is probably not super high. But maybe they'll give up. Okay, he's sort of staying on top of it. It looks like they do varying amounts of damage. Okay, 89 makes me scared, so why don't you come in here? Maybe they won't see me come in here and then not pursue in this direction. Okay, we've got a small issue here. This is not quite what I expected. I didn't expect them to get through 2 granite doors. Meanwhile, Big Red, you've now gotten out here. We need a draft, obviously. Look at this. Okay, Big Red, you pop out. What's your range? Oh, you can't even make it. Maybe you'll lure 1 or 2. Here's a couple up here, too. So what should we do here? What we're going to do is... So we've got Nelson, and I'll grab a Tinny and NG. And bring you guys over here. Nelson, you hang out there. If they get through, we'll have 3 guys shooting. That should be fine, even though it's close range. Everyone else, Mal, Huber, Matthew, Lines. Start making your way out here. Pacheco, Sachiko. Be out here, even though you're short range, but this isn't really going to come down to cover, I don't think. Kimmy and Mike. Well, maybe here. I don't want you shooting your own team by mistake. And then Burton, who hopefully won't get too involved in this because of his a little bit dangerous for a melee guy. But why don't you just pop out in here or something? I don't know. And I tell you what, hang back here. Okay. So Big Red is in a bit of danger. Yeah, there's no point for him to be there anymore. Just come join these guys, Big Red. And then over here, okay, they've changed their mind. That's a good thing. When we actually don't have the blocks to repair those yet, so once we get through this, assuming we do, that'll be the first order of business, is to get some granite blocks in, get them cut, and get those doors fixed. But anyway, it looks like everything's entirely on this side now. People are getting into position. Hopefully the traps take out 1 or 2. And you can see the bears are sort of scattered and not sure where to go. That works to our advantage. And they've given up on this side. So I'm going to have you 3... You know, I'm going to have you 3 come out here and maybe draw them back a bit. Because I do want to try and keep them split up. I am still worried about all of them come pouring through one side. And just kind of having a face-off with them. One down from a trap. Yeah, it's a lot of granite we're losing, but, you know, we don't want to take chances. Okay, these 3. Let's have you pop out here. I'm going to hold this door open. None are back here, right? I don't want to forget about any and get surrounded. Their guns are doing good work, but you can see how close they're getting, even though it's not they're not at full strength. I mean, there's still this many more. If they'd have all come through at the same time, then you can kind of see how you can get overrun pretty easily by these Manhunter packs. And I'm even going to have these... Let's see. Well, it looks like you're going after Burton. It doesn't tell you who they're going after anymore, which is probably more realistic. But it really made it easy to, like, choose who you would have run away. Oh, there's a trap kill. It's big. This is very close to these guys, but we're going to let it go. We're going to get Burton kind of back in the mix. Okay, great. Meanwhile, these guys are engaged with 2. They should be able to take this one out without a problem. Okay. And then they've kind of given up, so let's quickly get you guys back into the fold here. Just for a little extra help. Serrano, right. I need some sort of, like, other zone, so he kind of stays back in these situations, but we're just going to move him ourselves for now. Okay. I believe these are the last 2. A little bit of reinforcement help coming, but we shouldn't need it. Okay, and they're all either downed or dead. So, for all the ones that are downed... Now, if we wanted to, this would be a good opportunity to try and train one of these. Or tame, rather. Because if you rescue them, it kind of increases those chances. Do we want some trained polar bears? Yeah, you know what? Let's try and get one of them. So who is in... So you're in shock. Let's look at the health, I guess. You're dead in 3 hours. Dead in 5 hours. 4. Brain destroyed. Okay, you're dead. Dead. I mean, I guess we go for the 5-hour one. Permanent gunshot injury to your left eye. Anyone else alive here? Is it just these? Okay, you know, I'm just gonna let them pass. I will queue up a hunt job. We probably won't get to it. It looks like they're gonna bleed out well before that, but okay. We'll do none forbid all. I think I already got them, but okay. So that is out of the way. Let's no longer hold that open. And in fact, I want to make sure that someone comes out and... You're going for a walk? Okay, so you can come over here for your walk, Kimmy. Then I'll undraft you. That'll trigger the door to close. Okay, so now that that's taken care of, oh, we've got our forced harvest to go. Yeah, a lot of plants queued up for that. That should start happening. And some granite hauling needs to happen. Because we really gotta fix these doors. You know what I'm just gonna do in the meantime, though? Just because I don't want anyone coming near our ship, we're going to... Let's see, what is this, limestone? We're going to make just a temporary 3rd door here, and we're going to make it out of steel. Just until that's repaired. And maybe we even keep it long term. I don't know. I mean, those 2 doors... I mean, you can see that... I mean, yeah, granite's stronger than the other stones, but it's still not that strong if something really wants to get in and wants to start bashing on it. I mean, it can't... You know, nowhere near the hit points of a wall. Or is it? 595 compared to 270, yeah. So was that less than half? Alright, so I'll be fine having that 3rd door there, and then I won't have to worry about how quickly we get the granite blocks in. You can see Mike is already on his way out to do that. Okay, so we are getting close to our planned turning on the ship date, which is the 1st of December-ary? I forgot what they call it. It says here, actually. December-y. I would like to get a quick caravan in. Now, I know we went here recently, I think, but I don't remember if... Yeah, I don't think we went in the last 5 days, so... We'll get a small caravan going to buy, you know, various things that we might need to help us prepare in these last few days, which are uranium, steel, maybe some bionic body parts, certainly some lances, if they have those, shock or insanity lances. Maybe some EMP grenades. We're still looking for those, actually. Those could be a big difference. Also, I would like to... I think I'm going to increase the bill for our... shells. We have 44 incendiary shells. That's good to see. High explosive, so I'm going to go up to like 35 for these, and maybe 20 EMP. It takes 20 steel per. That does eat into our steel. That might be too many. I don't know how much mortaring we're going to be. I would imagine most of the attacks are just going to come straight at us, which gives us a limited opportunity to get off shells. And this... Oh, you can be... Now the claim flag is up, and you can be deconstructed. Huh. That was strange. I had trouble doing that before. Of course, there's still guns out here. Well, we're going to have to forget about those. They're not that valuable to us. And in fact, I think we have smelting jobs for certain types of weapons. Yeah, smelt weapon. Anything that's only awful to pour. Oh, we have 2 smelt weapons. Is this for hit points? Yeah, 0 to 60, awful to normal. That's probably adequate for this. You're normal, yeah. So you would get smelted, assuming you don't get destroyed. And then we've got steel out here. Okay. Alright, let's get that caravan going before the snow starts coming down. So, form caravan. We will take NG, our trader slash best social soldier. We will... Oh, we have Matlock. That's right. We should check on Matlock. Extra pair of hands around will be nice. Yeah, look at the adolescent Muffalo can already carry more than the adult alpaca. But we're going to take everyone. Weight, all the weight you can have. And hey, if you give birth on the road, that's possibly even more carry weight. Could also just sell you and use your carry weight, but we don't need to carry things on the way there, really. Okay. I believe animals can graze, but it's probably not a ton. Oh, we're down to 400 kibble. Let's take 200. What does it say about grazing right now? For 0.9 more days. Ooh, that's kind of a problem. Got a bunch of simple ingredients for meals, though, at least. And meals will not spoil now, so we can take like 50 meals. In 5 days, that is accounting for the animals, too, so I guess that'll be fine. And yeah, this is perfect for the package survival, except it is freezing out, so we might as well just save these. Lots of potatoes, lots of corn. I'm fine with that. Yeah, we have more neutromin than we need, assuming we leave on schedule. So we'll take a few extra things. I guess we're getting low on the leathers for once. I might want to dial back on those hat bills. Then again, these polar bears are going to come up, bring in quite a bit of leather. And I think we have some hunting queued up if we ever get around to that, but I still will sell the small stacks. Damn, we have a lot of herbal medicine. But we might need it. Psychite tea is doing well. Smoke leaf joint. Let's get rid of 100 of those. We'll take 100 rather. We'll keep our drugs. We might need it. And we'll keep our plasteel. We might start using this plasteel either into... maybe we'll make some guns or traps. Might be nice. Just you know, pepper our base with traps and things to you know, help us withstand any attacks, especially if they get through the outer lines. Oh, look at all these hops we have. Probably won't end up using most of that. We've got healer mech serum. We've got lances, glow pods. Oh, right. We want the thrombo for a bedroll. Lots of bodies. We won't be selling beer, but take some for yourself. Take a doomsday. Take a lance or 2. Not to sell, but in case you get ambushed, because I'm only sending NG. Take a bunch of silver, even like 4,000. I might regret this if an orbital or if a ship goes by and we can't afford much. Yeah, you know, keep it at 3,000. Because I'm going to sell a bunch of these clothes. Got the hats. Yeah, I'm going to dial back on these hat bills for now. Because I don't see us trading much more than after this. Maybe the parka someone needs for the winter coming up. The pants, I wouldn't mind. I'm gonna force someone to wear those because they are fire resistant. And if centipedes show up with their, or you know, whoever shows up with fire guns, it'll be nice for that. Okay, I mean, I guess let's see, the pants, the shirt. Flak pants we'll hold on to. I guess an excellent shirt that's been used. Plain leather parka can go. And we got 3 of these excellent alpaca wools. Okay, I'm gonna bring like one of them. Okay. How much does the gold sell for? 10 each? I'm gonna take 30 of this gold. Oh, I gotta take medicine in case we get hurt. Oh, I don't know if NG can doctor. 20 is too much. But, I'm gonna take that risk. I just want to send one person. 19 tiles a day. Should be a very fast trip. We've got all of our howling animals with us. We're not gonna take the prisoner. Okay, I think we're ready. We'll go here half a day. So we can be there and back in a day if all goes well. Let's go. Yep, that's fine. Okay. So, right, yeah, I'm going to dial back on these bills for now. We're no longer going to be producing excess clothes to sell yet. Until our leather shoots back up. Because right now we're at 53 leathers. That's way lower than usual. Yes, we have a bunch of cloth. It's sort of intended for medicine and maybe some carpeting. But, plus, you know, it's not a great material for clothes. You know, it doesn't insulate as well as other things. What happened here? Oh, I just extended this. Okay, it wasn't destroyed. It just has only recently been extended. Let's see. Dead turkey over here. Not forbidden, so we'll go ahead and get that in at some point. I do want to just plug up this whole limestone wall. We have enough for that. It won't do much, but it'll buy some time in case an infestation occurs from there while we're doing other things. Now, what can we do with this plasteel? Let's say we made... I don't think we can make flak things out of plasteel. Yeah, it only takes cloth and steel. Can advanced helmets be made out of plasteel? Okay, 40 ingredients. That makes me think we can choose. Okay. And I'm just going to alter this build to plasteel only. How many, so take 50 plasteel per helmet? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We have enough of that for right now, though. Is marine armor on this list? Oh, we can make our own EMPs. Why did I think that was like an item we couldn't make? 20 steel, 6 components? Maybe not totally worth it, but we're going to make a couple. And I'm going to put them higher priority than the shells, since we already have those. Let's clear some of these out. We're not going to make an assault rifle or a sniper rifle or a simple helmet again. We'll keep our armor bills up where they need to be. 1 extra at all times. And we've got shells and grenades. We don't need prosthetics, I don't think. I'm sure people could use them, but we also have body parts that we probably want to get in before the final countdown also. Do we want a minigun? I don't know, maybe. What about the charge rifle? Okay, 50 plasteel and 2 advanced components. I mean, our ship is done. Our 20th seat is now finished. I don't plan on adding any more. Although... Okay, so we have 16 colonists. Although Sachiko maybe gets left behind. Matlock is being recruited. Maybe gets left behind. 1 seat's already taken, by the way, for Noisette. Ghostface is getting one. Alcatraz is probably getting one, and probably my... And that's probably it. So we're sort of right there. And, you know, if we all survive, we might have to leave someone behind. But I have a feeling we're not all going to survive. Let's check on Anna. I mean, okay, 58%. Even if we leave before we can do anything with this, I would like to know that we figured out a way to keep her eggs safe and hatch it and see what happens. Okay, no reports of crops dying yet. It is going to be nighttime soon, though. Or it already is. It's already 10 o'clock. so it should get a bit colder, but we're still only at 28 degrees, so I don't really get worried until it's like at 20 or below. But I think it was a good call to do it now. Okay, we need to get hauling going quickly and get the stone cutting going. Oh, and she's caravan just finally got formed. Okay, I thought she was already on the road by now. That's fine. There's a lot of stuff to grab. Nelson is fighting with Serrano. Serrano doesn't fight? Nelson. Looks like Nelson's fine from that fight. You didn't get hurt at all. Did you just beat up Serrano? You headbutted him and then bit him. Why? Serrano merely implied negative things about your parents. Okay. Okay, so plants are starting to die. Okay. Yeah, and we are at 3 a.m., which I guess is it's about the coldest time. Oh, it dropped 10 degrees, 15 degrees in the last 4 hours. So we'll lose some, but they're hurrying. And I'm kind of glad to see the hay grass harvested, because that will help us replenish our kibble before the final month, too. So what were we doing? So we were going to make a charge rifle. I forgot what interrupted this. Oh, the advanced components. Right, yeah, our ship is done. We still have a build to make advanced components. We'll keep 6. Yeah, I think I would bump that down. Yeah, let's go with another. Let's go with 1 more each. Charge rifle and charge lance. And then you are 60 and 3. Yeah, let's do it. Body parts. Oh, party. So Chico's throwing it. Just got out of jail, now you're trying to throw a party. I guess that's fine if people want to come. Who is not here? I do want everyone coming. Mike, why don't you take a break? You're making a cowboy hat. I thought I canceled all of those. Oh, no, there's still this 10 one. Yeah, suspend that. Kristen looks like she's on her way. Nelson's on his way. Okay, anyone else? You know what's happening. So we get a huge boost from this. Even Serrano got out of the hospital in time to attend the party. Nelson is now a rival. Oh, you hate Nelson. Nelson doesn't think as poorly of you. You really can't stand Nelson. The fight is a -22. And Nelson hurting you. Meanwhile, Nelson was mad by the fight, but you didn't. Nelson wasn't hurt. Merely insulted. But before that, seemed to like you. Oh, a +24 recruiting you. Oh, so Serrano actually recruited you. So you get kind of have a permanent bond for that. That's cool. So much smoke leaf. Looks like this will just barely fit in. How much is out here? 137. Yeah, it's 2 stacks. Perfect. Got lots of hops. Hops everywhere. People aren't cooking here, though. Allowed cooking skill, any. I mean, Emmy is kind of our main cook up here, but we have other people set to cook. Like Pacheco. Pacheco's slow moving, though. Pacheco also does construction. But then cooking. I might want to put a tinny or something. Okay, caravan's arrived. What I might consider doing is like taking someone with low cooking skill and tweaking the bills and the allowed skills so they will essentially only do brewing and do it at a high priority. Okay, let's trade. Our animals are staying. Not interested in chocolate or your meals or your components or neutromine. I don't think. We are selling this fur, though. We are selling the smoke leaf. You have, great, you have uranium. How much is that? Okay. 51 we'll take. That should allow us to, if not build a second sniper turret, to at least feel confident that we can reload our other turret. The one we already have. 240 steel. I'll come back to that. I'm almost certain we'll buy it, but it'll come down to the weight. You have a Psychic Soothe Pulsar. We already have one. It affects everyone on the map, right? Everyone in the region. Yeah, I mean, when things start going badly, it might be nice to fire that off. But a Bionic Eye and an Archotech Arm. We might be in the market for both of those things. So let's go ahead and we'll sell the beer. So you didn't drink one, so. We don't need the wood. We don't need the thrumbo horn, although Burton's not using one, but we're not going to pay that much for a thrumbo horn. Okay, let's sell our clothes. We'll see how much we're dealing with. I kind of like the idea of getting the body parts. Just to enhance our colonists, make it easier for them to survive. And to make them better fighters, really. Because we're going to be doing a lot of fighting, I'm guessing. And we'll sell the gold. So that gives us 5411 to play with. We'll keep our bedroll. We might be able to get the 2 body parts and the steel for that. Let's see. Arm, eye, and then all your steel. And we're still well underweight. I can't really see a problem. Oh, let's look for other weapons too. We're making our own EMPs, so forget about those. They don't have any lances. We got their body parts, uranium steel. Yeah, those are kind of the main things. Maybe if you had some armor or something. Like a good flak vest, I guess, but we kind of can make that too. Like a marine armor maybe, but look how expensive that is. I think next run I'm really going to try to build more of this stuff. It's really expensive. This doesn't show the recipe, I don't think. Oh, but it's also the middle and outer layer. So the problem is we wouldn't really be able to wear it during the winter. I mean, its insulation is... maybe I'm not reading this right. It insulates an additional 73. If that's the case, then maybe we could do this. I thought this used to be a negative number. I'll have to think about that. But we can't afford to buy that unless we forget the Archotech. But I think I'm going to go with the Archotech. I think we'll leave it there. We'll keep a little bit of money for trading back at home. Trade ships might still come by while we're fighting, and that might be, critical for our survival. So we'll do that. And then maybe I even turn on a couple of those bills. I mean, we did. Are these polar bears getting butchered? No, they're all in here. So how many did we get in? 15. That's not bad. Some may have already been butchered, so we're at least hauling that stuff. But we're gonna need to get these traps up. You know what? 636. Is it worth making plasteel traps? It feels like a waste. But here and there, we'll probably do it closer towards launch. I mean, they go up much faster than stone traps. So we can wait and plug in any gaps with those, because I doubt once things get going, we're going to have enough time to make new guns on our own. Actually, I would like to get these guns finished. Does this... No, Mike can work on more than one thing at the same time. But I'm going to cancel this. I'll work left 29. No, I'm not. You know what? Instead, I'm just going to make it... I'm going to bump this up to 1 and then make it so only Mike can do it. Hopefully I don't forget about that. That way no one else starts one. And we can just get this finished. And Mike, yeah, you're going over to the clothing build. Just finish this off. And in fact, work on the guns first anyway. What clothing are you even making? Okay, pants, that's fine. Yeah, it's probably best to have these a higher priority, but I want to get this out of the way. Okay, in fact, now that's done, I'm going to bump this down and clear Mike again. Okay, and he's going to get started on the charge rifle. And Mike's not a fast worker, but I'm glad to see this getting going. And we'll probably end up changing our shotgunners to energy weapon guys. I mean, I do like the shotgun, and maybe that's a mistake, but I'm not sure. It just feels like we're going to need a bit more advanced weaponry to get through this. Alright, NG on our way back. Hopefully not drawing too much attention. Mostly carrying bulk goods, so... so we got an Eclipse. Doesn't really affect us. We don't use solar panels. But Cargo Pod sure does. Someone's hunting nearby. Okay, the hunting's happening again. That's good to see. That kind of slowed down. Bunch of agave fruit. Okay, so that's free food. And I think you can eat it raw without a penalty. I might be wrong on that. Raw agave fruit. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of the ambrosia. Our stone situation's still not great, but at least this is plugged up. But we will certainly want to get the granite in before Oh, we don't have panoxicline. Damn, Nelson, you're capable of that, aren't you? You're sleeping? Okay, what about, Chico, do you have the skill? You're not assigned to... I know your crafting is terrible, but... Yeah, Big Red, forget drilling. Come in here. In fact, I think we might be done with this. I don't want another infestation coming. We're just barely a week out. So let's turn you off. And we're going to assume that we can get by with 1145 steel plus we have 175 there in that room before that hauling job. We may still have some out here. Oh yeah, we still got all this. And then we've got slag all over the place to haul in and smelt. So yeah, I'm gonna turn off the drill. The drill is over. And in fact, given that, I'm gonna uninstall all these actually. So turn off power. So I don't want you to use them. And then uninstall. 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 Uninstall this. I'm ripping this room down. Probably makes sense to reinstall this somewhere, but... and then NG's back. Excellent. So NG will come back. We'll look into our uranium status. Let's see. What is a copy again? 60 uranium. Crap, we only bought 50. So it looks like a second gun isn't happening yet. That might change if a ship calls us, but we'll probably end up sticking with just the one gun. We'll probably want to find a better spot for a lot of this stuff. But for now, it's just getting ripped out. And once it's all uninstalled, I'll do a deconstruct. Actually, I'll start doing it now. On the walls. We'll get some materials back, actually. For traps and things. This room no longer is useful to us. Never quite worked out the way I had hoped, but... You know, I still like the idea, and I think I'll do something similar in the future. And focus it more around, like, a non-burn area, and then burn areas all around it. Rose has died. Oh yeah, we plant roses near the sarcophagi over here. I'm just gonna uninstall you for now. We'll figure out where we're putting you. So these were set to not rearm. Neither is this one. Okay. Warg is hunting Pacheco. Okay, this time is paused. Yeah, these granites were set to not rearm. So on the bright side, it looks like that works. Steel. Go ahead and keep a steel one. That's fine. Build copy. Here. Here and here. Yeah. And let's get Pacheco sorted out, and then we'll probably leave it there. Okay, so he's hunting from there. Pacheco's getting up there in age, but Pacheco is no slouch. This warg will probably get killed on the way to Pacheco, but regardless, Pacheco's going to stand maybe behind this one, so the turrets certainly don't get Pacheco. Okay, that's good. NG, jump in and help. B, attack. Actually, I don't really want the warg tripping a plasteel trap, so that worked out okay. Okay. Alright, well, they'll get that cleaned up. We'll continue making our final preparations, and yeah, we are just 7 days away from our planned turning on of the ship engines. The launch report. The ship reactor is hibernating. That's the only reason we can't fire it up right now, which is... How do we turn the ship on? By the oh, start ship. Okay. Wake up the hibernating ship components. We will do that on December 1st, which might happen next episode. We'll see. All right. Thanks very much for watching, guys. We'll see you then.